Hey guys, just got back from a big traffic jam. No one was moving. Cars and motorcycles were wedged at varying angles into each other, and the two-lane street had somehow swollen to, well, 4 lanes, shall we say. We were all packed in there tight, keeping our, little bit of distance between us, which we've learned is plenty to get by with. And we're going around at about 2 miles per hour, playing along quite well in this country. I've gotten used to tailgating and driving very slow. Anyway, there's only one way to stay calm during times like this. Do something to get yourself distracted, because what used to take you 10 minutes is now going to take you an hour. Anyway, so I was sitting there in traffic, not moving at all, when I saw this guy next to me, black t-shirt on a moto. Kind of caught my eye. Now in Cambodia, everybody wears t-shirts, and of course most of the t-shirts have some kind of either Chinese or English writing on them. A lot of them are English. The problem is many of the English shirts are made in China, and the English either doesn't make sense, is misspelled, or is saying something that you really don't want it to say. But to those who are looking for the newest in fashion, it means nothing. It looks cool. They're going to wear it. I've seen pretty much everything since I've been here. Our first house helper came in. She didn't know any English, and her t-shirt proudly said, "Use my body." We didn't know what to do with that, or what do we tell her? Then there's the boy in the village who is on top of his class, but is wearing a t-shirt that says F school. You know the word. To our parking guard, whose t-shirt proudly said, "God created weed, man created booze. Which one do you think is better?" Ah! I'm telling you, we had to tell him to change his shirt so that we didn't get a bad reputation from any foreign visitors that came and thought that we were pushing an agenda here, which we are not. So anyway, this young man in the black t-shirt had a t-shirt on that proudly said, "I am a homeless romantic with a dirty mind." What? Not hopeless romantic. Homeless. My first thought was, oh my goodness, a homeless romantic roaming the streets of Phnom Penh. We've got enough crime around here. Get the guy off the streets. Surely he's not going to be safe in a dark alley with girls going home. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? That was my first thought, a little overreactive. My second thought was, hey buddy, are you crazy? What are you broadcasting your secret sins to the world about? What's that all about anyway? My third thought, however, was probably a little bit more, shall we say, truthful. And that is, you really have no idea what that shirt says, do you? A homeless romantic. Oh my. I thought about that a lot actually. I had a lot of time, remember, an hour. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how many times do I proclaim to the world by my actions something different than what my heart is actually saying? What does the billboard of my life, that part of me that everyone can see, what's it proclaiming? Is it what I want it to say? It's a good thing to think about, isn't it? Jesus does say they'll know us by our fruits. What in the world are those billboards saying? Anyway, I'm sitting there with the fumes of 1,000 trucks, breathing it all in and just waiting. I'm about a half hour into it. And I began to think. I thought, when I think of New Life School, I could be a homeless romantic. I could be. Homeless? Yeah, I've lived in about 5 different states and in Cambodia. Where's my home? I don't know. Romantic? Well, a romantic's someone who can kind of have a vision for the future and is in love with those things around him. And yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I can be a romantic. I can be a romantic, and I am a bit homeless. But especially when I think about New Life School, I thought, wow, I'm in love with what God is doing at our school. I really am. all the beautiful children he's brought to us. We're not perfect by any means, but by his grace, we're continuing to dispense his love to all of them. You know, we live in a country where 50% of the kids drop out by the time they're in 6th grade. 50%. And by the time the kids who have started in school get to high school, only 25% actually end up passing and going on. 25% passing their high school graduation. Well, we at New Life School, we've got a 98% pass rate. And we do it on a shoestring budget. But we do it with love. We do it with people who really care about kids. You know, it's been, I don't know, we just love bringing, so many of these kids have never heard about Jesus. They've never heard about him, and they hear about him for the first time in our school, and it's so exciting getting testimonies from them. I first heard from my teacher about Jesus, and I believe, and they're excited about this, and their lives are changed. And you know what? We feel like that God has given us a little, and that he's asked us to be faithful in it. And we feel like we have, but now we feel like he's asking us to do more. And that's where we're at New Life. We've got kids that we're turning away. The last 2 years, we've turned kids away and said, sorry, we can't help you. It breaks our hearts. But we are to the point. We have land. We are ready to build. We can add 250 more kids. These kids are kids from the dump. They're kids from the slums. They're kids that are just low income. Their parents could never afford to pay for school for them. And they are getting a good education. These kids are going off to university. And the reason they can do that, not because they have any money, but because they've picked up skills in school, at New Life School, that are getting them jobs, and they're working their way through university. You know, this has been our dream from the beginning, that we give these kids love, nurture, and a good education, and that they can pull their entire families out of poverty. You know what? We want to do it. We're asking you today, would you think about it this year? Maybe you're looking for a tax write-off. Maybe you just have a heart for kids. I hope that you'll think about New Life School, because we want to make place. We want to make a place for these kids. And we can't do it by ourselves, but if we all work together, we can do it. So, you know what? I guess I am a homeless romantic. But if that's what a homeless romantic is, well, I just call it God's love poured out in a city. God bless you.